student union is an integral part of the university in the sense that it shapes, it informs, it influences how the university operates. And I've seen that change in the student union just since the university was created, that how important the SU is to the university. Because if, and it's genuine, students are at the heart of the university. Without students, we don't have a university. The student union is there to represent the student union body, to represent students' interests. Therefore, you need a strong and effective SU. The SU is independent. It has to be independent, even though some of its funding comes to the university, because it's there. It's a critical friend, and by that I mean it needs to challenge and poke and prod the university to do even better, or where the university may not be doing well enough for the students, to tell the university that. The real qualities they need are around, you've got to have integrity, you've got to have real commitment and passion, and you've got to really want to make a difference. And I think the type of students certainly come to the University of Cumbria, particularly a lot of the professional courses, I think it lends itself to that. Equally, I think the whole nature of the way the student union operates in the university, being very much a community university, I think that supports that sort of underpinning of the sabbatical role. It is a challenging role, being a sabbatical, and you've got to understand that balance of what you were just saying about how can you most make a difference, which means engaging with the university while at the same time representing the student body. And it requires quite a lot of diplomatic, negotiating, tact skills, which are really great use though later on in career. It is all that sort of. I suppose they're inextricably linked, the challenges, and I think the biggest challenge that the University of Cumbria faces is a challenge that all the sector's facing now, but it has particular nuances for us. The very changed policy and funding environment, which we all read in the newspapers, we all see on television about reducing the deficit. What we're now seeing is that the coalition, and it could have been any government to be fair, but the changes now that are coming through from government drivers to reduce expenditure, to free up the HE market, I think means that the university sector is going into almost uncharted and unprecedented territory. There'll be an increased marketisation. The University of Cumbria, that will be challenging because we're a new institution. We don't have a long, even though the legacy institutions have a long history, we don't have that long history. We're still forming ourselves, we're still shaping. So I think there are challenges around how we respond to the external environment. There is inevitably ongoing downward pressure on finances, so the changes in government policy means our income reduces. While I said earlier it's not about a job afterwards, it does give a lot of CV enhancement, because I've thought about this a lot. The opportunities the sabbaticals have had in particular to operate to get a much better understanding of how organisations operate, large complex organisations. If you're a graduate going into your first graduate job, the chances of getting the exposure that sabbaticals get to how organisations operate is going to be very slight. You're probably talking 5-10 years away. And so I think in both terms of training that the sabbaticals get, as you just said, around negotiation, diplomacy, team leading, they're all great skills, but actually if you're getting the opportunity to operate across a wide range of areas in the university, whether it be a local course committee up to working at the governing body, the university board of directors, you're actually seeing very experienced, very talented people in a range of roles, how they operate, and there's nothing like being part of that and watching it and contributing to it to actually develop your skills. So I think even if sabbaticals, as I said earlier, you need to do it because you believe in it, you're committed and you're passionate, but I think the insights you get and the experiences you get doing the role will actually give somebody a wonderful platform, both for the professional career, but also for other things. If you get involved in volunteering, working in the community, becoming part of the local, youth group, those skills you get of leading and representing people, working on committees, working with people in the community, they're just life skills. And I think actually, certainly looking back to my days as a student many years ago now, I should have done much more of that, because they would have been things that actually enabled me to function in the workplace and in the wider community, whereas I was actually just very green, naive when I came out of university.